Hello, Marco. Hey, hey, good evening. God damn it. Every time we make a step forward, we make a step backward. Hmm, it's driving me nuts. See, I rebuilt this corner. You see that it's different from the other side. Uh, so it's technically this is all much stronger than the other side. That's all well, but I'm really not quite happy with this. So we have now these two frames are offset, so I could mount this frame. Now, of course, this means that now this frame is one stud further to the back, but it nicely combines into the floor, and this is now really strong, much stronger than the other side, with actually less material. And of course, everything here is now one stud further inwards, uh, just like we discussed in the previous stream. Um, but I'm struggling really to create the hinge here because this part is alright, I guess. But the problem here, if I recreate this, if we have this guy here, see, the problem is that it allows only, because of this, it allows only a limited amount of opening. I think it's not enough. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but I would prefer if it was more. Let me mount this to demonstrate. So now our door opens great, but you see that's that's how much it opens. Um, so this is our opening angle. I don't know what do you think? Is it enough, or should we kind of open it up a little bit more? I'm really on the fence here. Uh, yeah, I think it needs to be one stud. Yeah, it needs to be one stud further to the front. You think it's good? Well, if this is enough, then our problem with this is solved. Then there's no problem. Uh, Let me just mount this for. We are going to mount this probably just simply like that, just for the moment. Oh, okay. So this and this, and should mount in here, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Ah, yes. You see. So now we have our door. It opens as far as the hinge allows it. So this is no longer in the way. The hinge allows us to open the door, well, like this. No more. I mean, I guess it's enough. I would prefer it if it was a little bit more, but well, that's not gonna happen here. Not with this setup. Yeah, because we can get away with it because the doors are long. That's true. So let's what are we going to use? Um, what are we going to use to demonstrate this? Oh, okay. So this is a perfect opportunity to take a look at the inside of our door. So now that we have a different kind of rocker panel, see, we have one more opportunity to mount this, because the way I change this, now this frame mounts directly to the floor. So we have basically a frame rail here, and then we can maybe combine these two, or maybe even not. We'll see. Maybe it's not even necessary. But I would go and now create basically some inner structure to the door with the help of these two, because now we can mount a second support here, which is great, and mount basically the rails on which the hinges are going to be placed, and then we can start with the A-pillar. And I was of course thinking, now that we have everything this far, we can also lower the hand of God steering axle by one stud, so it's closer to the tunnel and less intrusive in the cabin. You know, for it to look slightly better. Ever so slightly. Okay. Now we don't care about this. It's even long enough. Okay. So, oh, that would be great. Problem is only it could interfere with our A-pillar here, or maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. So, okay. Yep. Okay. So now on the inside, we need a rail that comes up to here. And this gives us an opportunity, since the rail will be here, we can now also create mounting points for these on the rail. So once we fix the rail to these upper supports, we gain a little more strength in this door. So let's see what we can do. I mean, I will let's just fool around a little bit, because I don't know what I'm doing, and see what options there are actually. So I would first maybe try to do it like this with these two guys, yeah, and we'll see what brings where this gets us. Okay, so like this. There, now we have a mounting point for the door hinge here, and we are going to immediately put this to the test. So like this. Okay, of course the upper hinge is missing yet, and yeah, we have a good chance of having an upper hinge. So yeah, I think the door opens enough, to be honest. It's a big door, and yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Our beautiful door. I like it, and we are going to build the A-pillar to the door, not the other way the other way around. So we have the door. Now we make the upper hinge for the door, give the door a little bit more structure, and then we make the A-pillar. Okay. So first we need to determine where the upper the uppermost point can be, where the hinge can mount, because oh, come on, where are you? I had you before. Ah, here you are. Here you are. Come on. Yeah. So the problem here, of course, is that these guys slope inwards, of course, and now we need to see where exactly the limit is. So let's take, what should we take? Yeah, let's, come on. So we need to determine where that limit is. I think it's here. So yeah, I think that's, come on, that's the top. So we can have this guy here at the 7 stud mark. This is the actually quite high. It's a little bit forced. Yep, it's a little bit forced, but are we okay with that? That it's very ever so slightly forced. I think we can't be okay with that, because that'll make problems when assembling in Lego Digital Designer or making instructions. So we need to settle for this. So the top can be here. So the the upper can be here. Okay, so these guys can be 3 studs apart, like this, and then the top mount is here. Top mount is here. Now, of course, there's another question. How in the hell are we going to mount the door? That's a very good question, because, okay, we can put everything together like this, but I would like the doors to be, like everything on the car, removable, since I like modularity. With my other cars, I have usually, because there's enough room, I have just pins, and I pull the pins out and I can remove the door. Here, because of our nice shape here, which is a very nice shape, we have to be creative, um, much more creative than otherwise. Um, hmm. Okay. So let's see what the room here is. Sorry that you cannot see it here. Mm, 4 stats, huh? 4 stats. Okay. So my idea would be that we have here in the front, we have a sub module. A sub module that can be detached by pins. And first, the sub module is mounted. The sub module is not removable, and then the door is mounted with pins to the sub module. I think that that this would be actually a very good idea. And the sub module is going to attach directly to this guy. This is probably not going to be there, and we are going to build something else from here on. And the sub module here can be built very simply. Hey Fang, very simply, um, with, I don't know, if no, not with this guys. Uh, well, sub, it's in front of my eyes the whole time. Of course, the sub module is going to be built with these. That's of course how it's going to be. Oh, stupid me. Stupid me. So, the sub module is going to mount directly with these 2 guys. So like this, and of course it's 3 studs high as we determined. Yeah, 3 studs high. So the difference here is 3 studs between the upper and the lower mount. Okay, that gives us the opportunity. Come on, did it put it away already? Yeah, I did. Of course I did. So we're gonna have another mount here. See? And between them there's the 4 stud part that goes in there. But we can have it like this. I'm just thinking about how to make it as painless as possible. I don't know, but I would like the car, since we're doing the car all in unmodified bricks. Why not do it also with legal techniques so that it can be built in Lego development program. So 4 studs. We need to bridge 4 studs here. Uh, 4 studs, and it needs to make a twist, of course, because we are mounting like this, and then the other mounting points are like this. But we have enough room here to be a little bit brave. 4 studs. What could we use? We could use these. Of course, we can use these. We can use these. Like this. No, wait. Wait. Yes. There needs to be like. Okay. I have one here. And then we have the other one here. I'll just use a temporary pin. No. Ah, okay. Needs to be the other way. Okay. Is it 3 studs? No. Okay. Okay. Problem number 2. Problem number 2. But no, wait. It can be like this. It can absolutely be like this. And then... Okay. That's gonna be great. Just hear me out. Okay, I'm just going to temporarily remove this. We can turn this guy around. Come on. And of course, those two can be, yes, they can be then combined. You see, we have potential here to even put lift arms here. So these are really stiff, but that's not what we're going to do right now. Right now, my goal is to mount these to the frame of the door. And we are going to do this extremely simply. I hope my plan is viable, and it is. Okay, so I need more of these. So essentially what we can do, okay, miscalculation on my part. If I'm bubbling too much to myself, I'm sorry. I'm just I'm just thinking out loud. So basically, so we have this part, and this part actually hangs the door. So it's removable, since we are going to, I'm using axles right now, so I don't have to wrestle with pins, but essentially this is removable, and then we mount this guy here. So we mount it simply like that. Okay. My door is open, by the way, so you can hear the outside noise. I think it's a thunderstorm is brewing or something, which is nice because it's been so fucking hot here. Almost unbearable. So we would have something like this, and then adjust. Yeah, of course, too short. too short. Of course it's too short. Of course it's too short because I did not calculate it properly. Sometimes, you know, I wonder if I'm even thinking or just bubbling along. Okay. Can we hang the door? No, no. Because we can't hang the door because of this. So we actually have to do exactly what I wanted to do. So we put this in and then we pin it. We basically slide the door. Come on. We basically slide the door onto this. If we can, of course. Mm-hmm. Oh God. Okay. This needs some re-evaluation because it's really hard to do. So we need to either have some support here, so that this guy doesn't really go back and lets itself to be pinned, or we need to rethink this. Well, front suspension is semi-legal, so is the rear, but it can be built without part modifications, and it can be designed in a Lego digital design program. So it's doable. So it's not really. It's, let's say it's semi illegal, I guess. Um, okay, so let me redesign this just slightly. Oh. And I'll explain in a moment why I'm doing this. No, not you. Mm. Huh? Lego police, yeah. Stop this illegal activity. You're ruining Lego. Okay, so let's try it with this. I did this so that this part here leans against the back of the door, so that now we can actually press the pins in. Basically a technique to make our life easier in mounting. So let's try this again. Okay. Ah. Oh, you're already outside. Okay. There we go. There we go. See? Now our door can be mounted and it's removable. So it's proper. And I think, yeah, it does open enough. There's even some flex in our in this mounting. There's some flex which actually allows us to open the door even more. See, because this is flexing, it allows us to open the door a little bit more. Which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, and this is good. Good. Very good. Basically, what's happening here is that when I'm opening the door, see, these two guys can flex a little bit, and this allows the door to be opened slightly more. Okay, that's good. So for now, I would say we leave the door as is. It's fine. And now we start the A-pillar. So the A-pillar, as stated in the previous episode, needs to slot in here. So yeah, another thing that we need to do, of course, here is we need to support this guy because this part is not going to be there, this part of the axle. So there will be a hole in here where the A-pillar slots in. So we need to support the outer edge of this guy somehow here. Somehow. I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's challenge after challenge with this. There's no easy solutions. I mean, I guess we could use like an axle. Let's say we use an axle like this, where it then needs to go inwards, one step inwards, and then yeah, that's probably what we have to do. So where did I have this? Okay, so like this, and then so it would really mount here. Yep. So this would be our support. See, and it would just connect to somewhere here. We need to do this so that we can then mount the door and check with the A-pillar constantly how this works. Oh my god. Okay, that's quite stuck on. There we go. Okay, so this is a 12 or whatever. This needs to be 12, I guess. Yeah, 12 or let's see if we can do better. If we can do better. Yes, we have to be like this. And now this is, come on guys, don't fool around. Oh, really? Jesus. Okay, behave. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a tenner. Yeah, it's a tenner. Great. Not great. Okay. Not great. I forgot about this. Ah, really? Okay. So we need to take this into account as well. So since this has to be empty, we turn, no, we can't turn this around. How do we mount this? Okay, we're going to mount it with, okay, I got it figured out. Okay, with this, or with an axle with stop. And then we can have this guy here. So it's, I hope it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. Okay, great. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now we can do this. Okay. The bushings will be changed to black bushings after everything's done. But this is just for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is just now that we try things out. So don't worry. Okay, that's great. So this is good. We have the bottom one figured out. Now we just have to make a mounting point for the support here, for this guy. Then we can leave the door B for a while. Okay, so we said basically, okay, that's also not gonna be very easy, not at all. So we need to have a mounting point. No, come on. Mount point needs to be here. Oh, camera, come on. Do we see it? Yeah. Something like this. Not very obvious how to mount it, but okay, okay. I got it figured out. Okay. See, we cannot have a square part there. We can have a round part here in the back. And what we can do, what we actually can do, is that we use this, and come on, where are you? I need to take another one, a fresh one. Oh god, I hope this works, because this is actually square. Let's see. My god, it even works. works. Oh, camera. My god. Well, basically. We have this guy here. And now we are going to, which is this, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 studs. 4 studs. There. Mounted. This is all going to be black, of course. So disregard. This can also be a mounting point for the, or this perhaps because it's for the back, for the rear view mirror. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's no problem. These two will have to be mounted from the other side. Not to interfere. Oh. Note to self, this assembly needs to be assembled before it goes into the car. Little helper. Okay. There we go. There. Okay. The door handle is going to be inside. Basically, you will reach behind the door, and the handle will be somewhere here. We cannot build a door handle because none of these have holes. So, because they don't have holes, we cannot build a door handle without basically removing one of them, destroying our beautiful line, and then you see it's not gonna look good. I rather have a door handle just behind this door. You pull it and then you can open the door with it, and then you just slam the door shut, and that's it. Just discovered a snag. Okay. Yeah, that's good, because the thick lift arm here was actually when we opened, or when we closed the door, it interfered here with this frame. So okay, I mean, we have a little work to do, of course, on each and every part here, but all in all, I'm actually happy with the door. It's pretty complicated shape. We don't have a lot of room inside of it. And of course we need the space for the A-pillar. So yeah, and the A-pillar of course is going to be somehow like here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The A-pillar now is another well, let's not say problem. It's not a problem, but it's gonna be challenging doing the A-pillar. Pretty challenging. So I will now mount the roof back on. Okay. Now, the situation has changed a little bit because obviously our mounting point is different. So this guy needs to be turned around again, like this. Now, before we do anything else, let's see what we can do here. Okay. So obviously something needs to change. Or does it? Actually, not much needs to change. Not that much. I mean, see, we do have kinda room here. Does interfere with it. Yeah. Just assessing the situation right now. Okay. Okay. So here's a wild idea. What if we actually don't use a single lift arm for the A-pillar, but we somehow manage to combine either two of them or do something entirely different for the A-pillar. Just so we can have the A-pillar go inside here, but leave enough room for the door to be opened. Somehow, I guess. Let's just check if this is even possible. Yeah, it would be possible theoretically if this guy wasn't here. Now let's just try it without this. So let's say it's like this. Yeah. Theoretically, if this guy wasn't here. So we need to basically stop the A-pillar here and then make the bend. So it doesn't even come to this. So the A-pillar goes to here and then it needs to go in one step inward. So it doesn't interfere with any of this. Good God. It went from a very simple car to actually something that's gonna be quite intricate. Let's not say complicated. Let's not use that word here. But quite intricate. Okay. Okay. Challenge accepted, I guess. Challenge accepted. So now we need to create a new A-pillar without changing the geometry of what we have too much. Also a challenge. And keeping everything, of course, as sturdy as possible. So if we have the bottom of our A-pillar mounted with this, let's just say. So this guy here would go past the door like this, and then the standard A-pillar would continue. And I'll just mock up now something just to see if this has any merit at all, or if we're just talking bullshit. Let's see. Maybe this is even too high. I need to mount it first inside. This is going to be so sketchy. So sketchy, but we'll see. At least we have enough room. If anything, the inside of this car is very spacious. So at least something. Mm-hmm. 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 Huh? Needs to be one step further to the front. Like this. Yes, and of course turn this around. Okay. Oof. I mean, very good. Changing so much now. I wanted it to be so simple, but nope. Can't have simple. And luckily I'm just fooling around with geometry here, nothing else. This is not the definitive end of... Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, how much is this? Ah, yes, of course. The standard problem. Okay, so this needs to be actually one step further up, like we had before. But this here also needs to come around. Ha! Oh my god, this A-pillar. This A-pillar. You know, it would be easy if we would use basically the Lego approach with axles and axle connectors, but I don't want to do that. However, having said that, I am going to use some of them right now, just so that we have the dimensions and geometry, because with axle connectors it's so much easier to fool around here. And just think of it, how much, once we started to do the body, how much of what we had to change. It's crazy. Okay, yes, this looks viable. So 6. So you are 6, I guess. Okay, the height looks alright, but this doesn't. Okay, yeah, it needs to be one stud further to the front as well. Yeah, because it's lower. Okay. Okay. So then we need to do it like this. That's fine with me. Fine with me. We have room. And we have the right part. Okay. Right. Well, that's not right. What? What are you doing? Okay. So now it's more sloped, and of course it's lower, so the roof is a little bit bent. So basically it needs to be a little bit further to the back, and this also needs some tweaking. Okay. What to do? What to do? If anybody has any suggestions, I'm listening. Right now I am out of my wits. But that doesn't mean much yet. Okay, it's steep not because of the angle of this, but because, yeah, needs to be one step further to the back. No, 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 no. We don't want a soft connection. So basically ball joints. We don't want that. It needs. This is the part where it needs to be the strongest. What I mean, these guys. Well, the power of the pneumatic engines depends on many factors. Many factors. It's the quality of the switches, the quality of the cylinders, how it was modified. Of course, its engineering depends on what kind of valve train you have, the timing, the internal friction, how stiff the block is. It all adds up. It's not a simple equation. Yeah, but what would I gain here? The roof would be higher, yes, but mm, ah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just to see if the height is proper. Oh my god. I would say almost. Yeah, almost. What about the door? Oh, closing. Door closes. Incredible. Okay. So now we have to engineer this to be made out of lift arms, so it won't separate. Because you know when you lift the roof, this must not happen. This is something that must not happen under no circumstance. I have the solution how to mount this guy to be one stud further here. So yeah, let's do this just so I have peace of mind. Okay, so this guy goes out and we mount this guy directly to this frame. Okay. I'm actually always surprised how much a rebuild of stuff brings to the table. Things really, things really improve with each rebuild. It gets stronger. Come on, stronger and better. There we go. There we go. Now this can be only a 2 stud. Okay. So it clears. A damper? What do you mean a damper? Okay. Yeah. This works out. This works out. Now we need to do this straight. Yep, it's straight. So this works out. Now we need to replicate this in a much stronger way, because this, of course, is garbage. What we have here. Okay, what are our options here? We could combine it. We could combine this with yeah. Could combine it with doing the front valence, because this allows us to have stuff here be thicker. So we can have like two studs here without really interfering. A shock absorber. You just take a shock absorber. I mean, there's no big art behind it. We can have a separate episode and let's make in a separate episode. Let's make a front suspension, a McPherson front suspension for, I don't know, for the Land Rover wheels, as if we did a Land Rover car with front suspension with the front suspension with CV joints and McPherson suspension. So basically a front wheel drive setup for a hot hatch using the Land Rover wheels. So yeah, we can do this in the next episode to break up the Charger build. Great idea. Let's have this in the next episode. Since I have ordered 100 of these on Bricklink, and we need to wait before we then continue with all of the other bodywork. We need to wait for them to arrive. So yeah, of course we aim for realism always. We always aim for realism. Okay. Now let's re-evaluate this here. So we want these to be what's the length of this? Okay, the length is the same as we had, which is actually what we aimed for. We were aiming for that, so this is great. It's the same position here than we had before. But of course now we need to basically make this the structure that we have on the other side. So basically we need to replicate kind of this geometry on this side and make this out of a lift arm at the same time. Yeah, but the Land Rover, you see, the Land Rover doesn't have a McPherson suspension. Land Rover has a elevated double wishbone suspension. So if you want to, we can do the suspension that the Land Rover should have had. I have ideas for it. And the Land Rover basically has at the bottom there, it's a multi-link suspension at the bottom, and it has a single elevated wishbone at the top. We could do that as well, yeah, but with unmodified parts, just as we do here. No modified parts, as if Lego would do it. You see, that's why I want this to be lift arms, because I just hate it if the A pillar is so fragile. I want for it to be strong enough so I can lift it by the A pillar. Okay. What can we do here? Our options are relatively limited, but there are options. For example, this is one of them. I don't know if it's good. We'll see. It's an option. But this is pretty strong. Basically, we have to now use, instead of the axle, we need to use a bar, which isn't my favorite option. Not really. So I will just jam this in just for the sake of it. Come on. Okay. So our modification, of course, comes with a price. So I would prefer this to be somehow different. Somewhat different. Yeah, it clears. This is good. The clearance is there. Absolutely. But it's not perfect. Not by any means. This is bothering me too much. And this is bothering me because then we cannot have anything there. Okay. What would another option be? So I would be willing, you know, to have just this one stud sticking out if we could get away with it, but I don't see it. I don't see it right now. I mean, we can have something here, I guess. This wouldn't interfere, but it would disrupt the nice A-pillar, the nice thin A-pillar that we have here. Well, had. Right now it's not. Why is this so difficult? I mean, if it wasn't difficult, then everybody could do it, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the support mounts here. Support mounts, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, that's doable. That's doable. But I really don't like this. I mean, theoretically, there is a way. There's a way to kind of do this, but I don't like that option either. What we could oh really, incidentally I don't have any black ones, but yeah, let's try it. So one option would be are you? Come on. Parts are never here where you need it when you need them. Okay, so one option would be to do it like this. So you see what I did here. Yes, it's very crude, but it works. It actually works, and it's very stiff. There's no way of this coming apart. Okay, now let's do the other side. Now let's do this. Yeah, it's very stable. Okay, now the mount for the steering needs to be modified. Because obviously this isn't going to do. Okay. No, I don't think so. But it works. And now our other stunt. Okay. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, so we have to omit this guy. And use this. Let's see. Oh, it's not even that bad. Okay, and now we can mount the same setup that we had 4. Okay. I already see the need to redesign the steering column. Not by much, but some changes will be necessary. Okay. Okay. Now we can, have the standard combination to have the A-pillars bound together, or we can basically, yeah, we'll see. But yeah. Just a moment. This is highly unstable. Oh my god, really. Just this part, just this A-pillar reinforcement, or the lack of, makes the car so wobbly. Okay, that's slightly better. Okay. So this works out now. Our door opens. The A-pillar is not in the way. And the A-pillar is there. It's in the very same position as before. If you compare it to the other side. So the same angle like this. And the same angle in this direction. Or let's say it's... Well, I don't really see a difference. The differences are, if there is a difference, it's small. There is a difference, yeah, of course. You can see it here on the roof. There is a small difference. Yeah, this one is slightly more angled. Slightly more angled than the other, but the difference really is, it's not even worth talking about. Okay. Well, now I mean, I would not replicate this on the other side just yet, because I think there's still a few niggles that we need to iron out. One of them, of course, is the door. I'm not entirely happy with this. Not entirely happy. Just looking at this. This was just a few millimeters. I mean, it doesn't interfere with anything. I have a feeling that it doesn't sit flush as it should, and it doesn't. It doesn't. It should be like this. It should be like this, but it isn't. So there's some work to be done here. So this guy here needs to be one stud. No, it needs to be actually two studs shorter, because it's then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it would need to end here and then have a bend like this. So it would bypass this area. It never ends. I mean, like everything on this car, when we had a situation like this, we solved it. I'm really interested in how we are going to solve this. This is quite an ugly problem. But I'm sure there are parts that could enable us to do this. Let's I don't know, let's search the boxes. I leave the camera on this, so you can look at it, and let me search my boxes a little bit for possible solutions. Phew, I'm out of my wits here. I mean, we need to do something. Definitely, we need to do something here. Um, difference. What's the difference? Yeah, the difference is quite significant. One, two, three. God damn it! I'm sure the solution is actually right in front of my eyes. I'm pretty sure there's some quick fix that I'm overlooking. Think, people, think. Try to help me. I'm pretty sure. I mean, ideally, this guy would end one stud further up, so we would omit this stud. Then it would close. Of course, we're not cutting anything. We just can try and just. No, it won't fit anyway. No, won't fit. We have to do something here. Well, the problem is that the door, see here, the door is still bumping into the A-pillar, and we need to redesign the A-pillar here. What? 2 times 17s? Or is it 2 times E7s? Yeah, but you see, if I use too long lift arms, then I have this ugly thing in the middle of the A-pillar. I don't want that. I would get rid of this altogether. Um, Maybe there's a way. Okay, maybe there's a way. Wait a minute. God damn it. Yeah, you know this channel. I mean, that's how we do. That's how we work. Redesigns, redesigns, redesigns. God damn it! If this was one stud longer, this was just one stud longer, that would be ideal. You see what I'm getting at? Because then this guy would clear here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm just looking at how I would then make the bottom support for it. There is a way. There is a way. Okay. So, okay. I think No, it works at the top. Don't worry. Okay, so let's rethink all of this. Um, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can connect it with a bar at the top. That's not a problem. The top can be a bar, and that's my goal. The top can be a bar, 3-stud bar, and job done. We can have a 3-stud bar. I have no problem with that. But here at the bottom, we want possibly something different. Ah, wrong. Wrong side. Okay. Okay. Again, wrong side. What the fuck is wrong with it here? Okay, so it needs to be like this. Yeah. Okay. So this would be our initial angle, and now we need to just find a way to connect this to this. No, I don't want to do it with here in the sliding part, because then it will be able to slide, and I don't want that. So something here. Let me just check first. Yeah, let's build the other version that we have on the car and compare the angles. That would be the easiest part, easiest way. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. Okay. Okay. So basically, just to check our angles. They just need to be parallel, like this. Yeah. Okay. Now what? This is too long. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Kind of suspected that. Okay. So. Never find the parts that I'm looking for. This and this. And we need these. Then we need bars. We need 3 stop bars. There. Ladies and gentlemen, our A-pillar. Now let's mount this bad boy into the car and see what we have done. First, let's see if this is even. Yeah, it should be. It should be proper. First snag. Where is it? Yeah. Come on. Ah, of course. Yeah. Okay. Bar is in. Imagine that. The A-pillar is being an A-pillar, and it's not interfering with our design at all, which also means that we can completely omit our extra support here, because we don't need this hole, which is another good thing. We do not need this hole, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course, this is going to be much stiffer when the both halves are connected. We just need to find a solution for this here, but wait, do we need to find a solution here for this or not? No, we don't, because this is not, because this guy isn't going to be here, so there's no problem. No problem. Yeah, of course we need to fix the A-pillar, of course, in this direction, but this is not a big issue. I mean, I would say this is a success. This is a great success. Well, I mean, it is a great success until we look at it from the side, and here you see it's too short. It's too damn short. It needs to be one stud higher. Either one stud higher, or maybe if we move it one stud further to the back, that could be a solution as well. Then it would be actually the angle would be inclined a little bit more. So let's move it to the back first and see if this solves it. This would solve the problem of this interfering with the frame as well. So let's do it. But how to move it to the back? And I'm not trying just a stopgap solution, just to satisfy my curiosity. But this cannot be here forever. You know what? Let's remove this and make the proper solution. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? I hate it when pins don't align with the holes, and then you have to force it in. And the misalignment is of course in micrometers, like really small. I just don't want to go in. Okay, this is now mounted. Now let's yes, that's it. That's it. Yep, that's it, folks. That is it. Our A-pillar is perfect. It's perfect in every way. This gap is going to be filled. This gap will not matter at all because there's going to be some bodywork here as well. There will be a rear view mirror, so this is going to be completely insignificant. Yeah, I think that's great. So basically, I need to clean up a few things here, make a few connections better now that I know how to do them. And yeah, we have ourselves a new A-pillar, which is actually I'm willing to bet that this setup that we have here now is stronger, is a lot stronger than the other side. It doesn't use less material, sadly, but since I'm going to rebuild this off screen, I'm not going to bore you with this. I may find some more optimal solutions once I dismantle all of this. Okay, so one more thing, we need to, of course, now make a mount for the A-pillar so it doesn't bend back and forth. For this purpose, I will remove the door. We will fill in this gap, remove the support, which we don't need anymore, and then we see how everything fits. See, our door system is actually great. I love it. Okay. So now we need to redesign this again. But we're not gonna bother too much with it. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna put this in. No. If you take a look at pictures of the Dodge Charger, you will notice that the door is quite a bit in front of the A-pillar. So the door hinge. So this is quite accurate, that what we have here. Look at the screen. See, the A-pillar is here, and the door jamb is here. So there's quite a difference. I did this intentionally. So this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, let's see what our options inside here are. First of all, we don't see shit. Need to mount this first. Okay, yeah. Let's unmount the steering column entirely, because right now it's just in the way. Let's take a look at what we have here. So we should probably be able to mount some kind of support from here to here. There should be room. Should be room. Yeah, from this guy. or from this guy. Could maybe it would be wiser. Yeah, but no, this guy is out of the question. Yeah, let's see. See if, yeah, there's actually room. Incredible. There's actually some room here. So actually, we can, as far as I can tell, we can drive an axle through here. There we go. Without any interference. It's not an illegal technique. It doesn't interfere with anything. And now we can mount something to this and then mount it here. I don't know what or how we're going to do this yet. But since I see how that's done, let's put the car aside for a moment and return to this. Yeah, well, you know how they say, OM parts or zip ties. Fixed is fixed. Okay. Let's recreate what we have on the car. Yeah, but I want to do the exact geometry. For this, I need to recreate that exact circumstance, because on the car it's a little bit awkward to work like that. Okay, so we know that this thing is supposed to be like parallel with this, so that's exactly how it is. So this is a flat surface here, and we have an axle going through here like that. That's exactly the situation that we have. And I would like to have this as painless as possible. And this is a way. It doesn't allow it to move much. And if we reinforce this, I mean, it's an interesting connection, but it's, I think this is 3 studs. Yeah. we can use this. This is going to be even better. Mm-hmm. There. We can use, yeah. We need you see this half stud here. We need to leave room for it, because if we take a look at the car, see the room is for the lift arm here. So this is the half stud. We need to leave room, and then whatever comes is sitting on this. So basically what we have, the situation we have upstairs is so like this. This is the thing we need to leave room for. And then we can actually, I think we can have it like this. No, can't. So it's this. Ah. But it's still not the correct geometry. See? So basically, yeah, it's not the correct geometry. It's not exactly 3 studs, that's the problem. It's something kind of in between. I mean, this works. This is how it works. But the distance here is not exactly half a stud. That's the issue. And since we have this guy, why on earth would we use so many parts if we can simply use another one. This is strong as it gets. What do you think? This fixes the angle completely, and that's it. That's how we mount it. Let's recreate this on the car and see how it goes. I just want to see. We need probably a fiber here. Yeah, fiber should be enough. Oh, we have a fiber inside already. Perfect. Then don't really have to do much. Just drive this through. Finished. A-pillar mount. Oh, oh my god, yeah. This is so nice. Very stable. Yep. That's our A-pillar, alright. There is wobbliness, of course, but this is because, of course, they are allowed to move independently. Once we have them connected here, the movement should be gone. So yeah, I think we've done a great job. Now I have to rebuild this, duplicate all of the modifications here on the other side, and then we're golden. Of course, there's room for stuff here in the front. I had to remove all of this because it just interfered here with the A-pillar mounts. But that's not really a huge deal. And of course we have to make now a new steering column because this is interfering. Or maybe no, maybe we don't have to make a new steering column. We have to just shorten this, and then yeah, it's fine. No new steering column needed, I think. Let's check it out. Yeah, we need to make this 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, we do have to do something with this, either steering column, or the problem is, see, that this guy here interferes with the steering column, but we, well, maybe, yeah, of course, disregard whatever I said. We are going to use a 3-stud lift arm here, and then a bar here again. Yeah, Marco, we're more or less finished for tonight. I'm just going to mount this properly, so that we can mount the steering column back. Okay, so we need a bar. So in the next episode is probably going to be Monday, because tomorrow is IndyCar, their IndyCar race, and I want to watch that. On Monday, we are going to do a front suspension. Do we want to make a McPherson front suspension, or do we want to make a suspension like in the original Land Rover? So in like in the new Defender proper. Just so I can mentally prepare a few notes until the next stream. What do we want? No, I'm not gay. What do we want? McPherson or elevated double wishbone suspension? Okay, McPherson it is. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, steering column is back. Yeah, I mean we can do McPherson on Monday, and we can do another episode on the Land Rover suspension the next time, just to break things up a little bit. So there we go. Steering column suddenly doesn't interfere anymore with the A-pillar. Beautiful. And still, we have so much room for legs and stuff here in the passenger in the footwell. So technically, if we compare the passenger side and driver side, there's actually more room on the driver side. The driver side is now quite roomier because the A pillar is taking up, coincidentally, less space than before. Less space than before, and this is excellent. Uh, I already made the order. I bought basically I bought 100 pieces of these because basically all of the whole shoulder on the car is going to be made out of these because they are perfect for what we need, and I don't have that many here. So yeah, um, let's mount our door back. Well, obviously some improvements need to be made here, but I think the main part is that these are axles and the door is constantly jumping out. My God, could you please go inside? Ah. There will be a few system parts. Some of them will be in the grill. The grill is probably going to be mostly system parts. I mean, mostly. You know, I'm exaggerating. Come on, what the fuck? Why is this so difficult? Just bending. Okay. Okay, obviously this mounting mechanism needs some work. Yeah, it is time to stop for today, but I wanted to mount this anyway. I think we made good progress. No, the McPherson suspension that we're going to make is not going to be with pneumatic parts. Absolutely not. There are far simpler ways to do it with Lego shock absorbers, stuff that everybody can obtain. Um, there's two options. We are going to explore both. One is cheap, one is slightly more expensive. On Monday we are going to do the McPherson suspension. So no charger on Monday, McPherson suspension, and then we continue with the charger probably on Wednesday. By then, I am going to the front. This part, of course, will be mirrored on the other side, including the door. We are going to then start building the front fenders. Front fenders and possibly part of the grill. Or we could go the other way. We could go in the rear, because the rear, as you can see now, here is like an open book. And the car, of course, is like right now it's a little bit jelly-ish because it has no rear structure. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, that's it for tonight. McPherson on Monday. And take care. Have a nice Sunday tomorrow, and I see you Monday.